and welcome out to Bryan High School for the consolation game of the Holiday Classic, sponsored by Image Pro Group here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Chris Malenga, Brian Arnold here with you. And Brian, we saw these two teams yesterday and they both got beat pretty handily, but these two teams are pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, and I think for both coaches and both teams, I think they've got to be happy to be back on the floor tonight after the way last night went. You get a chance to get that bad taste out of your mouth right away. And I think they are, not evenly matched because they both got beat bad, but evenly matched because talent level and where they match up personnel-wise. So, I think, like I said, both coaches, both teams excited to get back out and try to fix the problems they had last night.
Montpelier got locked down on defense by Fairview, and basically they had one player in double figures with 10, and that was about it. And Stryker, Sage Woolis, the BBC Player of the Year last year, she ended up with just 6 points, and two of those came from the line. So Bryan did a really good job of locking her down. But I expect to see both of those players play really, really well tonight in this game.
Yeah, I think if anybody is dying to get back on the floor tonight, it's Sage Woolis. Yep. That is way below her standard that she has set for herself, and way below what we know she can do. A 1,000-point scorer. She's been an all-world kind of player. So she's excited to get another shot. But, you got to give a lot of credit, too, to the Fairview and Bryan defenses last night that caused Montpelier and Stryker such issues all night long.
Stryker, Montpelier lost to Fairview 65-24. Mira McGee had 10 points in the loss. Fairview's 65 points yesterday came from 4 starters, all in double figures. That was it.
Yeah, and I thought that was really impressive. They looked so smooth, and they, offense almost like it looked like it came real easy to them last night. But then to look at the scorebook afterwards and see it all came from 4 girls, I wouldn't have guessed that. The ball moved well. It looked very unselfish. Nobody was forcing anything. So probably goes to show just how talented the Fairview roster is, that 4 girls are able to put up 65 points in a running clock situation in the second half.
Stryker lost to Bryan 62-15. We mentioned Sage Woolis, but the number that kind of stuck out to me as I was reviewing last night, that Bryan outscored Stryker in the first quarter 29-3.
Yeah, and it took a long time for Stryker to get those 3 points. I think it was Laura Light came in and got an and one to get Stryker on the board, because it had gotten ugly early in that first quarter. The Bryan pressure and the offense on the other end. We came out and shot the lights out offensively, hit all kinds of threes. Just played really well all night long. But the start that we got off to was just an avalanche, and it was so hard to recover from, and obviously Stryker just couldn't.
Yeah, absolutely. They were allowing just 29.1 points per game coming into that game, and they gave up 62, so basically double that to Bryan.
Yeah, our defense was good. We were in passing lane. All the things that I feel like a broken record, because I keep saying this over and over, but it's that emphasis that Coach Grosjean's put on defense. We caused a lot of turnovers. We used those turnovers to get some runouts and get some easy buckets, and then that allows us to set up our pressure. And a little bit of a look ahead to the second game tonight. It'll be interesting to see, can we do that against a team that's really not going to be bothered by that pressure, that has the length to match our length and likes to do the same kind of things to teams. You've got kind of a battle of strength on strength here, and our strengths are the same. Up-tempo, good shooting, and love to play pressure defense. So, something's got to give, and I'm excited to see what happens in that one once we get through this first game.
When you look at the Montpelier Locomotives, coached by Mike Baum, they had 85% of their scoring from last year graduate. They were coming into the game averaging 42.4 points per game, and they got less than, they only got 24 points there. So, when you look at that, part of it, you as a coach, you probably look at that and are frustrated by that, but then you look at your opponent and go, hey, we put up 24 points against Fairview. So it's kind of interesting to see, how that affects you, the team you're playing, and when you're at a different caliber of a team, the results might be a little skewed, as I guess what I'm saying.
We listened to Coach Bum's pregame yesterday. Actually, I heard Coach Grosjean and Coach Zedike laughing earlier. Just let's let Coach Bum do all of the pregames for everybody.
Right.
He's not bashful, not in front of the mic. He's done some radio and some things in the area too. But anyway, the one thing that he said is he knew that he was up against a really, really good team in an uphill battle, but he wanted to see his kids compete. He wanted to don't go up and lay down. And they didn't lay down. I thought his kids played hard the whole game. They were just outmatched. I think where he probably looked at some huddle last night and saw some tape is my sophomores, who I'm counting on, didn't score and they weren't real aggressive. So tonight he's going to want to see those girls who've had really big nights for him as freshmen and this year already as sophomores. He's going to want to see them kind of puff their chests out and say, we're here to play with a lot more confidence, because this is a building block kind of game. We're talking about, what do we do in the rest of our season? The season doesn't end tomorrow on New Year's, so you got a chance to set a little bit of a tone here for the rest of the way out, and he's going to want to see his kids respond.
Well, we're in the Oberlin-Turnbull countdown to tip off. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused. I had a chance to talk with Coach Mike Bum of Montpelier and Coach Connor Vonner of Stryker. You'll hear that after this timeout on Q96.5.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
When you're looking for that unusual part like a battery for your key fob, or everyday car parts like windshield washing fluid, wipers, motor oil or filters, antifreeze or batteries, don't forget to stop by your local Napa store in Bryan. They have the parts in stock. If you're buying any of these parts from anyone other than Napa in Bryan, you're paying too much.
Welcome back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network. I'm with Mike Bum of the Montpelier Lady Locos, and Coach, tough game yesterday. You saw it with Fairview.
Tough.
You called it.
You're telling me it was tough. They're good. They're legit. I believe they'll win the GMC this year, and I don't think that's a big surprise. It's going to be a great game between them and Bryan tonight. Would have liked to keep it a little bit closer than what we did. Think that our potential is much better than what you saw yesterday, but that would be disrespectful to how good Fairview is. And really, we had no answer for them. I don't think it was a lack of effort or anything like that. I think our kids played hard. They're just much better than us right now, and it's a program that, quite frankly, we're striving to be, like Fairview. And we've got some young parts that we think we can develop. We'll get better as the year goes on, but certainly there was no doubt last night who the better team was.
So now you face Stryker in the Consolation game.
Mm-hmm.
They're a rival in your league, so you're pretty familiar with them.
I am.
What do you look to do against them tonight?
Well, hopefully we can do some things that we like to do, because I think the matchups are a little bit more equal than what they were last night. For example, we didn't think we could get in an up and down game with Fairview, so we couldn't do that. We're going to try to do a little bit better job of creating some tempo. And against Fairview, that just wasn't going to work out for us, so we had to kind of get back and play more half-court man-to-man and some zone. So we'll force the tempo a little bit more tonight. Of course, they've got the best player in the BBC in Sage Woolis, so there's always a concern there that if you do force that tempo, is she going to get open breaks? And she does such a good job of getting skinny, and by that I mean avoiding contact and getting around the rim and scoring. So that's going to be something that we need to talk to our kids about, and we have talked to our kids about, making sure we shut off the driving lanes from her and know where she's at all times, helping off on whomever the person is and making sure we're coming over. And, that was the game plan last year when we played them too at their house. We were fortunate enough to win, but I think she had like 25 points, so we didn't do a very good job of that. So easier said than done.
All right, well, Coach, we wish you the best of luck tonight against Stryker.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
I wanted to learn the skills to get ahead in my career, and thanks to Northwest State, I'm well on my way to a great job with a local company.
NSCC is my community's college.
Contact our advising center today or stop by.
When you're looking for that unusual part like a battery for your key fob, or everyday car parts like windshield washing fluid, wipers, motor oil or filters, antifreeze or batteries, don't forget to stop by your local Napa store in Bryan. They have the parts in stock. If you're buying any of these parts from anyone other than Napa in Bryan, you're paying too much.
Here at the Williams County Veterans Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veterans Service Office.
STEM is everywhere, like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead. STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. The only limit is your imagination. Get inspired at shecanstem.com.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. So if you want to talk to your kids, you got to get it trending. I was just trying to get your attention.
Could have just asked me.
Visit talkaboutVaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Why do so many people travel to Jason Eats Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton. This is Yasha Cheverini. He is a master jeweler. If you need jewelry repaired or a beautiful handcrafted piece of jewelry for that special occasion, you need to stop by and talk to Yash at Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Chris Malang alongside Connor Varner, the Stryker Lady Panthers, and you ran into a really good Bryan team last night.
Yep, we did.
Sage Willis is your best player, and they really had a number on her to shut her down.
Yeah.
She got 6 points, I think, and it was all 4 of those were from the line, so it was tough.
Yeah, we definitely struggled offensively with their pressure last night, and her included, getting double teamed, cross half court, all of that. But we just told the girls, luckily we have a second chance the very next day. That's the good thing about this Holiday Classic. It's back to back, so we have an opportunity the next day to come out and see if we can improve within that day.
So you play Montpelier now, who's a league team. They've had a lot of success in the league, but you've seen them, you know about them. What are you looking to do against them tonight?
Yeah, even just watching a little bit last night too, they seemed like to play some zones on the end, switching it up. So just being able offensively to adapt to whatever defense they're in, and our game plan is just mentally being prepared to go to that game after last night's tough loss too. So.
Do you think that this will help you as you go to the league with them? I mean, obviously you have a game to play with them that actually means something as far as the league goes. Is this kind of a good test to get started?
Yeah, this won't count, for the league obviously, but it's definitely a good look into when we do play them for, that league game that counts, that this will be a good insight on that too, yeah.
Bryan did a really good job against Sage Willis last night. It was really tough. How do you get her going again? What do you think Montpelier is going to try to do with her?
Yeah, I think Sage is pretty good at doing that on her own too. She's a tough cookie, and I think she probably sat there and thought about it last night, what she can improve. She actually was the one who stayed in after we got off the bus and talked to us about things, what she could do better. So she's always looking to do those things, and I think as a team we just have a good opportunity to bounce back tonight and improve.
What do you look to do against Montpelier?
I think our pressure defense, we got to get better at that again today and go back to our defense first mentality and just offensively get things rolling a little bit sooner hopefully tonight.
All right, well, Coach, wish the best of luck against Montpelier.
Thank you.
All right, Coach Connor Varner, the Stryker Lady Panthers, back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
When you're looking for that unusual part like a battery for your key fob, or everyday car parts like windshield washing fluid, wipers, motor oil or filters, antifreeze or batteries, don't forget to stop by your local Napa store in Bryan. They have the parts in stock. If you're buying any of these parts from anyone other than Napa in Bryan, you're paying too much.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters Board of Directors invites you to become Bryan Built.
The Athletic Boosters support our athletic programs in many ways, and that support is made possible through both corporate and patron support.
We are Bryan Built.
When was the last time you had your precious jewelry cleaned? Diamond and Gold Outlet will professionally clean your jewelry, and it won't cost you a dime. Let Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon clean your jewelry today.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Why do so many people travel to Jason Eats Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
And Stryker. Montpelier is sitting at 6-3, 1-0 in the Buckeye Border Conference. Stryker at 7-2, 1-0 in the BBC. And let's take a look at that Stryker Panthers team. Again, they basically have Sage Woolis, who is their leader. She was BBC Player of the Year, All BBC First Team, All District 7, Special Mention, All Ohio last year. And basically, they just ran into a buzzsaw in the Golden Bears last night.
Yeah, we talked about the start that the Bears had, just put the Lady Panthers in such a bad spot early. You know, it doesn't matter what sports you're in. When you get rushed like that early and you're down so big, you get out of your game plan. You know, and I think, you know, with Stryker, they probably can tend to get a little bit one-dimensional with Sage Woolis. And, you know, the ball has to be in her hands. It's got to go through her. But once she starts to go and get into rhythm, then she can get everybody else involved. And there was just no rhythm and no chance to get into a rhythm last night.
Yeah, I mean, it's that pressure defense that the Golden Bears do. They get up on you. They have certain goals they want to meet. And I think last night the Lady Bears kind of checked off a lot of those goals, you know, as they were trying to plan for that game. You know, they had set some goals up, but I think they achieved a lot of those.
We know how defensive-minded the Lady Bears coaching staff is, and they had to be more than happy with the way they performed against one of the area's best players and an offense that had been having a pretty decent time of it. So, you know, what Stryker needs to do is figure out how we can how can we get Sage going and get her comfortable early, get her some buckets early, because I think if you can get her going early and get her feeling comfortable, now her dribble penetration and kick is going to make somebody else more comfortable. And, you know, we've said this over and over in the past, but once you start to see the ball go through the net, then everybody starts to play a little bit more loose and they start to play a little more relaxed, and it's easier to play defense on the other end, but you got to see that ball go through the hoop to get relaxed.
Well, and, you know, in talking with Connor Varner, you heard her interview there. You know, this really, it's a BBC matchup, but not a BBC game. Mm-hmm. And so what this gives them the opportunity is to maybe strategize how you're going to play Montpelier the next time you play them on January 19th, I think is when they play again.
Right.
You know, this is a great, this is about the best practice you could have, right?
Absolutely. I mean, your film study is going to be of you versus them, and that's what both coaches are going to be happy about. They've got a chance, regardless of how this game goes tonight, they're both going to be able to make the adjustments, sit and watch, okay, what did we do that worked, what did we do that didn't work? You know, they're going to be able to tweak those game plans and make that January 19th matchup, which should be, you know, for at least two of the top teams, if not the top two teams in the BBC, make that a really interesting matchup when they've seen each other.
And, you know, Coach Bum basically the same way, being able to scout Stryker.
Yeah, you're not strangers at this point. Yep. You heard Coach Bum and Coach Varner talk about the kids on the other team by name. They know each other. There isn't anybody in the BBC, outside of the BBC, that doesn't know Sage Woolis. And Coach Bum's got players on his team, and his daughter Kelsey and Jada Uribe's and other girls that, you know, everyone's going to know if they don't already. So, and then in a small school conference like that, these kids have played against each other since grade school. Yep. So they know each other. They know what they're capable of. And that makes sense. Rivalry a little more heated. And like you said, I think it's really a cool thing that they get to play each other early, feel each other out, like a couple of boxers having a chance to go at it right now, and then they're having a rematch later for the belt.
Absolutely. Well, we've got Bryan and Fairview coming up in the championship game. That'll follow this one. Montpelier and Stryker. Going to take a timeout. When we come back, we will check our keys to the game after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
I'm Tom Turnbull of Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused, celebrating our 100th anniversary. 2022.
It's great working with family. The relationship we have with one another allows us to focus on your family and help guide you through the planning process.
We focus in on your family's needs to make sure that everything is done the way that you and your family want.
Right now, our family wants a Golden Bear victory.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
If you haven't stopped by Bryan Ford Lincoln to test drive the all-electric F-150 Lightning
or the rugged and sporty Ford Bronco, we only have one question for you.
Why not?
This Ford Bronco is great for daily commutes or the Outback.
And this F-150 Lightning will do 0 to 60 in 4 seconds without using a drop of gasoline. When you stop by and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln, you can test drive either of these great vehicles.
Stop by and see us. We'll help you order the exact vehicle that you want and need.
So stop by and see us today at Bryan Ford Lincoln.
Range of legal services, including real estate transactions, estate planning and trust.
Bringing you the game tonight. We got a boatload of them. They are All-Star Insurance, Andrews O'Neill and Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Ford Lincoln, Bryan Parks and Rec, Danielle Van Atta Agency, Diamond and Gold Outlet, Eden Farmers Co-op, Stryker Monument, Dietsch Automotive, Bob Auto Parts, the Montpelier Athletic Boosters, Newcomer, Schaefer, Spangler, Briner and Rake, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull, Real Estate Advantage, Stark Plumbing and Heating, the Stryker Athletic Boosters, U-Store Storage, Veteran Services of Williams County, and Willis Electric. Good evening, everybody. Chris Malenga, Brian Arnold here with you. Let's take a look now at our keys to the game being sponsored by Carlin Company. The Carlin Company Realty and Auctioneers has been your hometown real estate company for over 45 years. They've consistently remained #1 in Williams County and the surrounding area since 2007. Call us for all your real estate needs. The Carlin Company. All right, let's take a look at the keys to the game first for who? Do you want to go first?
Whatever comes up.
we'll let Krista decide.
Like she can surprise me.
We got any keys? There you go. Stryker.
All right, yeah, and I think for both of them overall, we've talked about how this is a chance. I'll start at the bottom. This is a chance for both teams to set a tone for the BBC. Back on the floor, bad taste in their mouth. Let's be much better tonight. First of all, be prepared for the 2-3 zone. I think Montpelier is going to have more of a chance to play some zone tonight than what they did last night. They couldn't let shooters be alone. So in that 2-3, I think the thing that Coach Bum likes is he's going to be able to keep a lot of eyes on Sage Willis. Be ready mentally. We heard Coach Varner talk about it. You got to get back on the horse. Rough night last night. Let's shake off that night. Whether you're Sage Willis or any of her teammates, let's shake that off. And then we talked about it. Let's get ready for that matchup on January 19th and the run of our league.
Anytime you get beat by a team that's beat like they were, the way they were, you wonder about them coming back the next day. So on one hand, it's really good to come back the next day, shake off the bad feelings and go. But on the other hand, it's hard to do that too. So
yeah,
you have to.
And I always talked about, as like a football coach, it was really hard when you took a bad loss, you're off for the next week, and you got to think about it, stew over it. And it's just something that drove you crazy. As a softball, baseball, basketball coach, you got another opportunity that rolls along, maybe in a day, maybe in a couple of days. And I think that's a key thing tonight for both of these teams. Win or lose, they have a chance to be a lot better than what they were last night. You got to get their legs back underneath them and right the ship a little bit.
All right, let's take a look at the keys for the Montpelier Locomotives.
Well, I think the first one, Coach Bum mentioned Sage Willis more than once in the pregame. If you're playing Stryker, you got to know where Sage Willis is, and you got to try to contain her. Talked about his game plan last year. They went over to Stryker, got a win, and they contained her by holding her to 25 or whatever he said. But, then you don't let anybody else beat you. Maybe part of containing her is she gets the shot she gets the points she gets, but you defend everybody else and don't give her a chance to get everyone else going. And where's the scoring going to come from? Last night, Montpelier struggled to score. I thought they had a lot of people that turned up shots. There's Mira McGee that I think had had 8 to 10 points, and she looked to shoot the ball. She was confident, and she stepped into some. It didn't really come from anywhere else, so I think they're going to have to find some scoring somewhere else. And then, same thing, I've said it over and over, chance to set a tone for the league here coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are your keys to the game, being brought to you by Carlin Company. Going to take a timeout. When we come back, we will get our starting lineups and get this one tipped off after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
I'm Tom Turnbull of Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused, celebrating our 100th anniversary. 2022.
It's great working with family. The relationship we have with one another allows us to focus on your family and help guide you through the planning process.
We focus in on your family's needs to make sure that everything is done the way that you and your family want.
Right now, our family wants a Golden Bear victory.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused.
I will earn a bachelor's degree, and I'm doing the bachelor's bound transfer pathway at Northwest State. I'm saving thousands on tuition while getting a great education.
NSCC is my community's college.
Contact our advising center today or stop by.
If you haven't stopped by Bryan Ford Lincoln to test drive the all-electric F-150 Lightning
or the rugged and sporty Ford Bronco, we only have one question for you.
Why not?
This Ford Bronco is great for daily commutes or the Outback.
And this F-150 Lightning will do 0 to 60 in 4 seconds without using a drop of gasoline. When you stop by and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln, you can test drive either of these great vehicles.
Stop by and see us. We'll help you order the exact vehicle that you want and need.
So stop by and see us today at Bryan Ford Lincoln.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters Board of Directors invites you to become Bryan Built.
The Athletic Boosters support our athletic programs in many ways, and that support is made possible through both corporate and patron support.
We are Bryan Built.
When was the last time you had your precious jewelry cleaned? Diamond & Gold Outlet will professionally clean your jewelry, and it won't cost you a dime. Let Diamond & Gold Outlet in Napoleon clean your jewelry today.
Agency, East Main Street, Montpelier.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Chris Malenga, Brian Arnold with you, and it is Montpelier and Stryker getting set to do battle here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Hope you've enjoyed this holiday classic. I always love doing these games. It's fun to get into the gym over Christmas break, get a little something to do, and see some really good girls basketball.
You left out, get away from the kids and get out of the house.
Well, I'm not getting away from the kids. I got one sitting next to me and one down on the floor.
That's true.
So
you didn't get away from them.
I didn't get away from
I
any
come up
kids.
here in this crow's nest. I get way far away from mine, even if they're in the same gym. Yeah, I love this tournament.
And the best part about that is, you know, you can be kind when your daughter's down there and not get so frazzled. You have to be nice up here.
Yeah, I gotta be way nice with her. She likes it in this round. They all do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Sorry, I didn't interrupt you. That's okay. Yeah, so we're getting ready for this one. Should be a good one.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the varsity consolation game for the 20th annual Lady Bear Holiday Classic, sponsored by the Amos Pro Group. Consolation game features the Montpelier Locos and the Stryker Panthers. Ladies and gentlemen, America is a land of the free and home of the brave, and that freedom has been afforded to us by the dedication and sacrifice of brave servicemen and women currently deployed throughout our communities and around the world, and many others who have come before us. To thank these extraordinary men and women and to honor our nation, would you please rise on the playing of our national anthem.
Services of Williams County. Veteran Services of Williams County sponsoring our national.
The officials assigned this game have met the requirements set by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and have been approved for their important role in tonight's game.
By Tri-State Vision Center. Tri-State Vision Center has been serving the area since 1977. Contact us at either our Bryan or Montpelier offices for all your eye care needs. Our officials are Dylan Woods,
Mr. Alan Davis,
and Dakota Smith.
and Mr. Dakota
Again,
Smith.
nice to have
Gentlemen,
them here
welcome to Bryan.
to have a good Holiday Classic game. Now let's send it down.
In order to make today's contest as enjoyable, represent your school and community in a positive and respectful manner. That means follow the rules, speak and act responsibly, and show courtesy and respect for your fellow fans, the officials and coaches, the administration and authority figures, and of course, your team and their opponents. Let's make tonight's contest great and remember to respect the game. Thank you. Now to meet the teams. First for the guests on the scoreboard, the Montpelier Lady Locomotives. Starters for Montpelier. At a guard, a 5'3" sophomore, number 3, Kelsey Bum. At a guard, a 5'3" sophomore, number 5, Aaliyah Hillard. At forward, a 5'7" junior, number 14, Mira McGee. At another forward, a 5'9" sophomore, number 40, Jada Uribes. And at center, a 5'10" senior, number 30, Mandy Taylor. Varsity coaches Mike Baum, assisted by David Bauer, JV coach Jody Grimm. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Stryker Lady Panthers. Starters for Stryker, at a guard, a 5'3" senior, number 3, Sage Woolis. At a guard, a 5'5" senior, number 11, Gabby Ramon. At a guard, a 5'6" senior, number 20, Lexi Wickerham. At a forward, a 5'8" junior, number 10, Emma Folk. And at forward, a 5'5" senior, number 21, Caitlin Myers. Varsity coaches Connor Varner, JV assistant coach Kamali Kinston. Ladies, let's play ball.
There you go. Our starting lineups being sponsored by Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrications. Call Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrications for all your mechanical piping needs at 419-519-3111. Lots of ones there. Get ready to tip this one off. It's going to be Uribes and Emma Folk to tip things off. It'll go to Stryker. And Wickerham will go drive to the lane, put up a shot with the right hand. A quick 2-point lead.
Good recognition there by the senior to attack the basket. A little confusion there. Montpelier came out in man-to-man, and nobody stopped the ball.
Stolen away. Here's Sage Willis. She'll go up, miss the shot, get her own rebound. That time she shot it and got hammered, so she'll head to the line. And Sage will look for points 1 and 2. She is about a 79% foul shooter. The stats that we have all night tonight are based before last night's games.
Yeah, really, Mandy Taylor did a good job there of contesting the first shot, got her hands up, didn't foul her, but then the ball came right back to Willis and turned right around and hacked her on that one.
Free throws brought to you by Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contractor for quality custom homes, renovation projects, and commercial work. Contact us at 419-636-3712. Did she step over the line?
I didn't see him point at anyone else, so it must have been Willis.
All right, well, she is 0 for 2 there. Actually,
1 for 2.
1 for 2, excuse me. Got remember who's who on the scoreboard. That's going to throw me off all night.
That always takes a while in these neutral games for us to remember.
Montpelier will go baseline with your rebase. Now over to Taylor. Now back out. Here comes Hilliard. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to the Panthers. They're going this way. Looking down low. They were looking for Folk, and it got tipped out of bounds by the Locos. The good call there to look for Folk.
Yeah, I think Wickerham did a nice job of keeping her eyes up. The Montpelier defense was a little slow initially, but somebody got back and got a hand on that, took it out of bounds.
They'll inbound on the baseline. It's a tall inbound to Emma Folk. Now back over to Myers. Myers will try to back her way in, put up a shot off glass. It was high glass, no good. Sage Wilson will come in and put a rebound up, and then Montpelier knocks it out of bounds. So multiple opportunities for Stryker on this end.
Yeah, very active, right out of the gate here, first minute of the game. Stryker's already got about 4 shots off, better than what they did in the first 6 or 7 minutes of the game last night. See a little different intensity on the offensive end.
Montpelier able to get that one away. Here's McGee. McGee launches a 3 and got it. McGee had 10 of their points last night.
And picking up where she left off
Yes,
last night,
she did.
stepped into that 3. I'm not sure I saw her take a 3 last night, but she stepped into that one with a lot of confidence and knocked it down.
Montpelier doing a good job of pressure defense, and Stryker will call a timeout. This timeout sponsored by Stockman Lawn Service for lawn care, snow removal, fertilizer, and spraying. Call Stockman Lawn Service at 419-636-6572. Early thoughts after watching the first few minutes?
Well, like I said, Stryker with a lot more intensity offensively. I think they're way more active, making sure they're moving the ball around. And Mira McGee from Montpelier picking up where she left off last night, staying hot. You know, that's a bonus for Coach Bum coming in. I don't know that she is one of his counted on big point threats. He wants to see Kelsey Bum and Jada Uribe's get going here a little bit. But when you don't have your kids who you're counting on to scoring, somebody's got to step up. So maybe McGee will stay hot tonight.
All right, so Connor Varner took a timeout probably to talk about that Montpelier pressure.
Yeah, I think she looked like she thought she was going to have her player be trapped there in the corner, maybe get a count on that. So just a quick 30 so they could reset.
Willis will have off the inbound from Gabby Ramon. Willis will bring it up. She'll head to her left. Now she'll go right. Works around a screen, goes inside, and is knocked away. Mandy Taylor with the active defensive hands.
Nice job against the pick and roll right there. Taylor did a good job of kind of hedging out and then recovered quickly to her player and picked off that entry pass to the post.
Kelsey Bum will cross it around to Uribe's, who launches a three, and it's 6-3 Montpelier, 6:14 remaining here, first quarter. Good game so far.
Uribe is about the same spot that McGee hit from, and that's a big shot there for that sophomore to get some confidence early in this game.
Willis with it, top of the key. She'll head to left, and then she'll head right, work around. Some Montpelier players put up a shot, miss it. Montpelier's Bum will come down with the rebound, and they'll run it. Uribe's over that timeline. She's going to drive, then a kick out to the right side. Back to Uribe's. Uribe's turns, makes a spin move at the line, up and in. Wow, nice move there by Jada Uribe's.
Yeah, great feel there by Uribe. She saw that the defense was overplaying the hedge away from the basket, and a quick spin dribble back for an easy layup going to the hoop.
Montpelier doing good things defensively as well. Ball's out of Sage's hands. Wickerham has it. She will go over to Myers. Myers on the right wing working against Uribe. She'll try to back her way in, and then it'll go out of bounds, and it's going to stay right here off of Montpelier Locomotive. Checking into the game, Laura Leip and Abby Oberlin, and Leip was the one that got the Stryker Panthers started yesterday.
Yeah, without her, it was a scoreless first quarter.
Yep. 3 ball in the air, and that is Wickerham. She shoots about a third of the time. She makes them, and that one was good. Now Uribe will bring it up quickly. Down low to Taylor. Taylor will feed back to Uribe. Now back around. McGee puts it in the air, no good. Rebound tipped around, comes down to Taylor. Nice job by Taylor on the block. Bum puts it up, no good. Oh, it is good. It looked like it wasn't going to go, but it rolled the other way.
Caught some back iron. Nice play by her. Little fadeaway against Sage Willis on the block. And Montpelier, same as what I talked about with Stryker, looks way more comfortable and way more confident offensively right now.
Leip will bring it up, and she will run right into Mandy Taylor, who will be called for the blocking foul.
And Coach Bump won't be happy about that. That's 2 on her, and that's kind of a silly foul on the sideline she didn't need to give away.
So checking into the game for the Locals will be Tatum Grimm. And Taylor Rethmel will come in for Stryker. Now, I'll tell you what, Montpelier's been doing a really good job with the pressure defense. They've kept the ball out of Willis's hands after the first couple trips.
Yeah, they've had a Hillard on her to start. Now Bum is switched up onto her, and you can see that it's just a complete face guard. Once the ball's out of her hands, they don't want it to come back to her.
Willis will make a nice move, missed the shot, crashed for the rebound, and Leip has it, but then it's stolen right away by Uribe, and the outlet pass to Bum. And Mike Bum saying, go, daughter, go, as she goes left side now. Just stolen back away, though, with the active hands from Abby Oberlin, their freshman. Willis has it, triple teamed. They'll kick it back out. Now top of the key for Leip. Leip will try to drive in. Then they found Willis in the corner. 3 ball in the air. Got it. You can't leave Sage Willis open out there in the corner.
No, and a good ball movement there by Stryker. She gave it up, and then she replaced in the corner, and that was from about 2 or 3 feet behind the line.
Locos coming the other way with Uribe. Uribe will give to Bum, who puts up a shot. No good. That was actually Grimm, and the rebound will come down to Leip. Carrying it out, Falk. Falk will go baseline, working on Bum. She'll give to Leip.
Good cutoff there on the baseline by Bum.
3 ball in the air for Taylor Rethmel, and they have it. So it's 12-10 in favor of the Panthers. 3:25 remaining first quarter here on the the Golden Bear Sports Network. Bum with
I
it.
think the pace is where both coaches wanted it. It's kind of up and down right now. Quick shots early in their possessions. You know, Coach Bum talked about wanting to get the tempo going a little bit better, so he's got to be happy with how he's got it out of the gate.
All right, we're going to take this timeout with them. The main stop scoreboard shows 12-10 in favor of Stryker. Back after this.
When was the last time you had your precious jewelry cleaned? Diamond and Gold Outlet will professionally clean your jewelry, and it won't cost you a dime. Let Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon clean your jewelry today.
I will earn a bachelor's degree, and I'm doing the bachelor's bound transfer pathway at Northwest State. I'm saving thousands on tuition while getting a great education.
NSCC is my community's college.
Contact our advising center today or stop by.
Since 1924.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, the main stop scoreboard shows 12-10 in favor of Stryker. Main stop's open when you need them. Yours near main stop. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. Chris Malega, Brian Arnold with you. It's a good one. We thought it would be. We thought both these games would be good.
Yeah, I'm not sure, not knowing Montpelier real well or understanding their depth, it'll be interesting to see how not having Mandy Taylor available for a while is going to impact the rotation. They're picking up those 2 quick fouls here in the first quarter. We'll see if that has much of an impact.
Abby Oberlin ties up Montpelier, so they get the jump ball. It'll stay here with the Locos. Uribe will inbound. Working against Kelsey Bum. Bum will go left side, then dish off to McGee. McGee comes through the middle of the key, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound comes back to Oberlin. I'll tell you what, Abby Oberlin has been great on the boards.
You know, for a freshman, you got to be impressed with the effort she plays with, which is why she's playing as a freshman. She is scrappy. She loves to get after. You can tell a defender going to get after every 50-50 ball. Points they get out of her are probably all a bonus.
Kelsey
she
Bum
works really hard to go play defense and rebound.
Kelsey Bum will steal the basketball and then be the recipient of a foul. And that'll be on Sage Woolis. Montpelier with the active hands defensively. Humbarger comes in for the Locos. Got some new faces out there, and it's knocked out of bounds by Oberlin. I've been real impressed with Abby Oberlin in this game.
Yeah, but she plays hard. You'd like to, if you had a team full of kids like that, you're going to give people a lot of fits.
Grimm has the basketball, gives over to Hilliard. Hilliard being pressured by Sage Woolis. Grimm with it now. Now they give back over to Humbarger. McGee will have to come out to the center line to pick it up, work around a screen, and we're going to get it on the line, and that's a turnover for Montpelier. Back to Stryker. Good defense.
Sorry, Chris. Seeing that pressure defense that Coach Varner talked about there. Montpelier had the ball about 3 feet across half court there, just trying to get it out and reset, and the Stryker defender was out in that girl's shorts right there at half court. So they're not letting anything be easy for Montpelier right now.
Willis goes to the hole, then dishes off at the last second. Coming in, cleaning up the glass is Rathmel. And a couple of shots there didn't fall, and now Stryker has nearly tied the ball up. And then Montpelier gets it back, and Humbarger has a clear lane to the basket, but all of a sudden Sage Willis is in front of her.
Yeah, I'd say she had a clear lane to the basket, and then it disappeared. Sage Willis sprinted to that block and took that drive away.
Shot is missed by Montpelier. Willis going through the middle of the key, puts up a shot, no good. Tips the rebound to her teammate, and then it goes out of bounds off of the Panthers. What a heads-up play to miss the shot, but then tip it to Emma Folk. Folk just couldn't handle onto it.
And I continue to be impressed. You know, this is one of those where these teams know each other really well. And the way the Montpelier girls are defending Sage Willis at the rim, they're making sure they challenge everything without fouling. And right now the whistle's favorable to stand your ground and make her play through you. And she's not having a lot of luck around the rim right now.
Bum has the basketball, working against Oberlin. They'll get it down low. Now back out. Top of the key. 3 ball in the air, no good. That was Humbarger that took that. Rebound comes down to the Locos. Grimm got in there with the active hands to get it. Hilliard with it.
Good offensive rebound to save the possession there for the Locos.
Bum with it. Double team, takes a shot, no good. Rebound gets knocked down right by to the Stryker Panthers, and it gets knocked out of bounds. They call a foul or just an out of bounds?
Just out of bounds off the Locos, I think. both teams from that start, and both teams got out to a pretty quick offensive start where they're getting good looks and scoring some buckets. Both teams have turned up the defensive pressure a little bit on that end of the floor. Nothing's real easy right now.
Minute to play here, first quarter. Sage Willis goes coast to coast, misses the shot, and Montpelier comes down for the rebound, and she's trapped in the corner. And we got a timeout for Coach Bum. And we're going to take it with him again. Well, actually, we'll just keep it here at 12-10. We'll talk about this one. Stryker and Montpelier both playing some pretty good defense.
Yeah, real intense on both ends. And then the second 30 there for Coach Bum trying to save that possession when his player got trapped in the corner. You know, another situation where Willis had a pretty good look at the basket, and Montpelier got a little piece of the shot. They just seemed like they might be a little bit long, a little bit like last night with Bryan, long enough to cause her some frustrations around the hoop. And they've done a nice job defending her and not putting her on the free throw line other than the first time.
That corner is not a fun place to be, is it? It's like no man's land.
No, and the Montpelier player had thrown it off of a Stryker player, so I think they probably were going to get the ball out of bounds. But the last possession, Montpelier didn't do a very good job of stopping the ball, so I'm sure Coach Bum had some things to talk about anyway.
Uribe will inbound on her own baseline, and good pressure right now trying to get it in. They get it to Bum. Bum is on the sideline. She'll try to get it up, working against Myers. Shot is up, no good. Rebound comes down to Willis. And she's running. Stops at the block, puts up a shot, and we're going to get a blocking foul. I believe we're going to get a block.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the call. I don't know if we got a block.
Yeah, I think that was probably Sage Willis right there. She got a little generous gift right there.
Yeah, she a little bit of a bailout. I thought she initiated all of the contact. Hiller did a pretty good job of standing her ground and then giving ground as Willis brought contact to her.
Next one coming up for Willis. Up and good as well. That makes it 14-10. Sage Willis with 6 points, matching her total from last night here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and we heard Coach Varner talk about it. Sage State afterwards last night. What can I do better? You know, that's when you know you've got a kid with the right kind of head on their shoulders and the right attitude about things. I know I didn't play well. What can I do better tomorrow to help the team? And you knew she was going to come out tonight looking for her shot and find some way to score some points in a big matchup.
Loco's trying to get a good shot here at the end of the first quarter, and Montpelier having trouble with this Stryker defense. 4 seconds to go. Will they get a shot off? They get underneath. Uribe, nope, one extra pass. Uribe was in front of the basket at about 8 feet and didn't take the shot.
Yeah, you know, in any other possession, that's probably a good look for another pass right there, but not when the clock's running out.
All right, we're going to take a timeout. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
I wanted to learn the skills to get ahead in my career, and thanks to Northwest State, I'm well on my way to a great job with a local company.
NSCC is my community's college.
Contact our advising center today or stop by.
When it comes to diamonds, size does matter, and you'll get a bigger diamond for less every day at Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon. Plus, you won't find a better selection anywhere in Northwest Ohio. Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon.
Start of the second quarter, it is Stryker 14, Montpelier 10. This is a good one here from Bryan High School in the Image Pro Holiday Classic. Stryker got it to start the quarter. Sage Willis has it on the right wing. Willis will step in front of the foul line, then dish around. Wickerham has it. They'll feed it underneath to Folk. Folk will turn, then back to Wickerham, who launches a three, no good. Rebound being fought for, and Oberlin comes in and just takes it away.
Who else? 50-50 ball, and Addie Oberlin came up with it.
And a block by Uribe on Wickerham's shot, and Montpelier will come down with it. So nice defensive effort there by Montpelier. On the baseline is Humbarger, and it's going to be a turnover here, and it'll go right back to the Panthers.
Yeah, Uribe has a couple of blocks here early, just being long and doing a nice job of keeping her hands up and getting a piece of shots. You know, she's been active. Like to see her stay active on the offensive end. You talked about at the end of the first quarter, she was close to the hoop, tried to make the extra pass to the three-point shooter. She probably could have been a little more selfish there.
All right, well, Stryker will inbound here on their own baseline. Get it into Woolis. Woolis able to survive a hit from Bum.
Both of them going for the ball. Look like a defensive back and a receiver on the sideline there.
It did. Falk with the basketball back to Woolis. Woolis thought about a three. Now she goes baseline, puts up a bad, not a bad shot, but a pressured shot, I would say.
Try to go right through a couple defenders. Try to get skinny, like Coach Bum talked about in the pregame, and step through a couple of girls and get closed out.
Montpelier will tone it over there, looking for somebody on the baseline. It just goes off of Humbarger's hands. I will tell you that we have a programming note as far as a change to the time. This game will start tomorrow night on WOSN at 7:30. It was originally supposed to be 6. It's now 7:30, and the games will go back-to-back after that. So check that out on WOSN, Spectrum 19 or over-the-air 26. Back into the game for the Locos is Mandy Taylor. She's playing with 2 fouls. The officials having a discussion down here about who it went off of.
We'll see who wins the debate here. The original official who made the call wins.
Always like that.
Yeah, it's good to see him talk it over. The other official thought he saw something.
And now it's going to get stepped on the line right there. And it'll go back. I don't know.
A little bit of help getting to that line right there.
Yep.
A little chest bump to the sideline. Don't mind letting him play, but knocking somebody out of bounds probably got to call a contact.
14-10, Stryker leads, and Woolis will save the ball. She saves it off of the foot of Aaliyah Hillard. That was heads-up play right there. That's a
We're going to say
play.
that she did that. Yeah, we're going to say she did that on purpose, knowing she was being chased by the Montpelier player right behind her and knocked it off her foot. Regardless, a great hustle play by Sage Woolis right there to save that possession.
They'll feed it ahead to Wickerham, who puts a layup up. Uribe was in a track meet with her, but Wickerham won it.
And Wickerham did a nice job going to the right side of the basket from the left side to protect herself from the block shot from Uribe.
Uribe brings it the whole way, and she puts a shot up and in.
I think that's something the Montpelier needs. They need Jada Uribe to stay aggressive on offense and look for her shot. And she took that one pretty much from half court and just said, I'm going to get to the rim.
16-12, Panthers lead. Bad shot there for the Panthers as Montpelier was in there to clean the rebound up. Kelsey Bum has it. Will cross the timeline working against Woolis. Bum will go left side, give to Uribe. Thought about a three. Now she'll come through the key, put up a shot, and it'll go out of bounds.
Another good attack by Jada. I think she might have got away with a little bit of a shuffle of her feet at the three-point line, but stay aggressive. She's somebody that Montpelier needs to score buckets right now.
Rethmill will come back, as will Reese Creighton. And didn't see who the third one is, but we'll get it when they do something to get their name in the book, right?
Yep. Can't trust us. We'll trust Mr. Hughes.
Grimm will bring it in to Taylor. I think Grimm was looking for Bum there, but Taylor kind of stepped in front of that one. Uribe has it top of the key, now back to Bum on the right side. Bum gives back to Hillard. Hillard, top of the key, now they give over to Uribe. Uribe's bounce pass underneath. Taylor up and good. That was a good look right there as Uribe's to Taylor for 2. It's a 2-point ball game.
Right where we expected it to be. Nice and tight, 16-14 here with the Lady Panthers in the lead.
Woolis will step in, then dish it out for a 3-ball, no good. Come in for the rebound. Back to Woolis. Woolis with a wide open 3, no good. Rebound knocked away, and it is going to be a foul on the floor on Montpelier as Reese Creighton had that one, and she got tied up, but it wasn't with the ball. It was with the player, Abby Oberlin.
Nice job. She just got on the floor. She goes in, gets offensive rebound, and was strong with it, ripped through some contact, and drew the foul.
So Woolis will inbound on the Stryker baseline. And everybody pretty well covered, so they do find a player, though. She was finding Rethmel, but it got stolen away by Kelsey Bum. Outlet to Uribe. Now quickly down to McGee. McGee puts it up off glass, no good. Rebound comes down, loses the basketball, and she's on the floor, and we're going to get a jump ball.
I think the officials kind of let that one go for a second, just hoping the ball would get out of there. Some of the Stryker fans wanted to travel, but I think there was just enough hands on that ball. You couldn't really say who did have possession.
Right, exactly. So 5:03 remaining second quarter. Main stop scoreboard shows 16-14 in favor of Stryker. Bum with the basketball. She'll give over to Uribe. Uribe will dish. Underneath, Taylor. Taylor looking for some help. Will find Bum cross court.
Taylor was still trying to find her balance after getting whacked in the back there on that post entry.
Yeah. Uribe has it now. Uribe will dish right side. McGee puts up a shot. No good. Rebound will come down. And Stryker will Montpelier saves it. Bum will put up a shot. No good, but she will head to the line. Who was that? Was that?
I think that was Tatum Grimm. Yeah, she got her hands in a deflection on there on the defensive end. A great hustle by her to save that, and Bum on a good attack, getting herself to the free throw line.
Tell you what, if you can't make the shot, at least get the contact and get to the line.
Yeah, and she did the right thing because everything was discombobulated there as they were chasing down that ball, and the Stryker defense was out of whack. She did a nice job attacking.
Bum misses the first one. She is about a 53% free throw shooter. And that one's up and good, so basically true to her game, right? One of two.
1 for 2.
Stryker will bring it up quickly. Folk with the basketball. Looks for Willis. We'll get it to her. Willis has a person on the right side. That's Creighton. Creighton goes baseline with a nice move. Misses the shot. Rebound will come down to Folk. Folk will put up a shot. And there was some contact there, but Montpelier will pick up the rebound. Kelsey Bum has it now.
Yeah, that might have been a third block shot for Jada Uribe already.
Uribe will travel with the basketball the other side, so that'll be a turnover.
Trying the same move that she tried earlier, try to get her defender to kind of step away from the hoop and use the spin dribble to go back. Just got the ball a little bit stuck on her hip.
16-15. Panthers in favor of the Locos. 4:06 remaining second quarter. It's been a great basketball game.
Much more competitive tonight for both teams, and that's what they wanted. They wanted to get back into a ball game where they could feel good about themselves and how they're playing, and that's what we've got going.
Willis has the basketball between the circles. She'll head to the right side, then give over to Wickerham. Now back to Willis. Willis works around a screen from Wickerham, makes a step. Rebase blocks it again, and Montpelier gets the rebound. I tell you what, and then it goes off of Tatum Grimm's hands. I tell you what, Rebase.
Call that off a Stryker and give it to Montpelier. But, yeah, I think it's got to be 4 or 5 block shots. I'm going to give her at least 4 so far. So she's been in the right place defensively and used those long arms to create a lot of problems here for Stryker early.
Locos trying to get it in bounds. There's a ton of Stryker players there. They'll go left side. Willis hits the deck. That's not good.
No, that's a pretty hard screen. I think it was legal, and there was nothing dirty about it. It was a good solid screen on Sage Willis out top by Tatum Grimm.
All right, I think we just called the stoppage in play for the injury, right? Is that what that was?
Missed shot, defensive rebound by Stryker, so they stopped it once Montpelier didn't have possession.
Willis will sit down, being replaced by Oberlin. I was looking at Willis there and I missed the shot totally.
Yeah.
So Panthers with it.
She looks okay. She looks a little frustrated. Might be over there asking either where that truck came from or why nobody told me there was a screen coming, but either way, it caught her by surprise pretty good.
Folk has it. She'll give over to Oberlin. Oberlin down low to Creighton. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebound comes right into the hands of Wickerham, who puts up a shot. No good. Wickerham again down there. Looks for another one. That time she gets the contact. She's like, how many things do I got to do here to get a whistle, man?
She kept trying until she got that whistle. A couple good offensive rebounds on the backside. I said, Creighton has made a great move twice from that right corner. Shot fake, got her defender in the air, and comes to a little jump stop for about a 12, 15-footer and just hasn't been able to knock him down, but she's been good both times.
Well, when you look at it, I mean, when you're the freshman playing, anytime, I mean, you've got freshmen that play varsity. This is such great experience.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and these are freshmen that are playing some meaningful minutes and stuff that, this is when a game matters, and you got to go out there. You have to play like you've been there before. You have to play like this is no big deal. Otherwise, you're thinking about way too many things.
Wickerham makes that one, 17-15. Locos trail the Panthers. Taylor with the basketball. Gives to Uribe. Uribe will work around a screen and then find Bum. Bum cross courts it. Skip pass. Now back to Bum on the right wing, working against Sage Willis. I tell you what, anytime you have to work against Sage Willis, you're working really hard.
Yeah, nothing easy about that.
Yep.
Last night she had to face Carrie Zedike. Tonight it's Sage Willis.
3 ball in the air. That was McGee again. McGee now with, is that 6? Yep, 2 threes.
Yeah, I was afraid I might have jinxed her right out of scoring after I talked about her knocking down the first one. She was having trouble taking the lid off, but again, a confident step into that.
That'll stay here. I'm not sure how that stays here.
Well, I think that might have been Uribe's again getting
really?
A piece of that.
So she got a piece of the shot.
Well, we're going to have to assume so.
We'll just assume.
Because Stryker's getting the ball back. So
that's 18-17. Montpelier takes the lead. I think, is that Montpelier's first lead? I think it is. And this might be another turnover. Sage Willis able to chase it down, though, as the inbound was ugly.
Yeah, you don't want to be in a foot race with Sage Willis.
You don't.
She can scoot.
Willis has it after the rebound. She runs into Bum, puts up the shot. Coach Bum wants to know where that is.
That's some great body control is what that is, because she went to a little of a jump stop, got converged on by 2 defenders, and they both went flying opposite directions, and Sage finished with the layup. That was some pretty impressive body control.
Turnover for the Locos. It's now 19-18. We got a replay of this one here with Willis.
That was, he talked about how she gets skinny, how she can work through those, and that was a great example of getting skinny and playing off that contact for the finish.
Willis comes in, puts up a shot with the right hand over Taylor. No good. Uribe comes down with the rebound. Nice job by Taylor there in the paint with the defense. Bum with it. Bum will stop, put up a shot. Good. Boy, Bum kind of leaned into that one and put it up and in.
And she shot through a little bit of contact there at the rim, too. That was a nice aggressive move. And that's the first time I think we've seen that in 2 nights of her just saying aggressive, I'm going to the hoop and I'm going to get to my finish.
Willis with it. We'll give over to Oberlin. Oberlin looks to move, then back to Willis. Now over the left side to Ramon. 3 ball for Willis. Got it. Boy, that was effortless. 22-20 now, minute 7 remaining.
Yeah, I like the release. She knows, she's thinking shoot first, pass second when she gets the ball like that out there, but it's a nice quick release.
McGee again with a nice one, tying it back up. 22-22, 53 seconds to play. What a game.
Yeah, really good intensity on both ends from both teams. We might have to venture up to the January 19th game when they're playing for a game for a league title. What's it going to look like? Because this has been pretty good for just a let's get right game.
Underneath, Myers with it. Now they throw it away. Willis is on the ground, and we're going to get a foul the other way, I think. We are.
After all of that contact, I'm not sure Addie Oberlin was the one that got the foul. She was just the last one in.
Wow. Tatum Grimm will come in. Lila Mayen too. Stryker, Reese Creighton checks back in. So 28 seconds to go, tie ball game, Montpelier with the ball. Bum now being guarded by Oberlin. Bum will get it over, bring it up. She'll try to go baseline, and we're going to get a foul on the floor.
Yeah, and Bum had her. She got position. I always like to tell kids, get your shoulder down, and once you get their shoulders turned, you need to attack. And Bum cut her defender, Addie Oberlin, in half and had a chance to get to the basket, and she forced the foul out of Oberlin on the way to the hoop. So 2 quick ones for her.
All right. Montpelier inbounding under their own basket. Want to get a shot here before the end of the half. Right now it's tied. Bum with it. We'll give to Uribe. Uribe steps in, misses the shot. It'll be a turnover back to the Panthers.
And I like the idea from Jada Uribe. That's kind of a tough luck one. I think she thought Mahan was going to stay in the corner. That was a penetrate kick for the 3, and Mahan, for some reason, chased her to the basket. If she stays down in the corner right there, she's going to get a good look at a 3.
Willis with the basketball. Willis will drive. Willis will shake off a defender. Willis double team now and gets it, and no shots. And Coach Mike Bum is ecstatic right now at the way his girls have played. 22-22.
Great half-court
tie ball
defense
game. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
I wanted to learn the skills to get ahead in my career. And thanks to Northwest State, I'm well on my way to a great job with a local company.
NSCC is my community's college.
Contact our advising center today or stop by.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters Board of Directors invites you to become Bryan Built.
The Athletic Boosters support our athletic programs in many ways, and that support is made possible through both corporate and patron support.
We are Bryan Built.
When you're looking for that unusual part like a battery for your key fob, or everyday car parts like windshield washing fluid, wipers, motor oil or filters, antifreeze or batteries, don't forget to stop by your local Napa store in Bryan. They have the parts in stock. If you're buying any of these parts from anyone other than Napa in Bryan, you're paying too much. When it comes to diamonds, size does matter, and you'll get a bigger diamond for less every day at Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon. Plus, you won't find a better selection anywhere in Northwest Ohio. Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon. Why do so many people travel to Jason Eats Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Boosters.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Chris Malenga, Brian Arnold. We're all tied at 22. We thought this would be an even game, and there you go. It's an even game, and what a great game here between Stryker and Montpelier. We thought this one would be fun. It's been fun to watch and fun to call.
A couple of teams that know each other really well, coaches that know the opponent really well. So, where you can defend and take things away, and where you can, it's just because it's going to be hard to stop kids that are good around the rim. Like you said, it's been fun, very competitive, and it's going to come down to a good end, I think.
Let's take a look at some individual stats, if you will.
For the Stryker Lady Panthers, leading the way, Sage Willis trying to get back on track tonight, came in averaging 18 points a game. We only scored 6 last night, but she's got 11 on 2 threes, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Lexi Wickerham had a nice start to the ball game, and she's got 8 with a three-pointer and 1 for 2 from the line. And Taylor Rethmel off the bench has a three-pointer for the Panthers for their 22. On the Montpelier side, Kelsey Bum got going there a little bit late. She's got 5 points, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 8 points from Amira McGee to go with the 10 that she had last night. She's got a couple of three-pointers. Mandy Taylor's got a bucket, and J.D. Uribe has 7. So she's trying to get herself going a little bit too. So a little bit better offensive look for both teams early on here, even though that they're defending the snot out of one another, really.
Montpelier is shooting 9 for 22 from the field, 3 of 4 from three-point, 1 of 2 from the line. They have 9 turnovers, no bench points, and 11 rebounds. Stryker, meanwhile, shooting 8 of 29 from the field, 5 of 8 from 3, 4 of 6 from the line, 10 turnovers and 3 bench points and 16 rebounds. Again, these are very unofficial stats. Very unofficial.
Yeah, we can only say that because Matthew's not here right now, but we'll say very unofficial. But I'm going by his over mine. And one that we're not keeping track of, J.D. Uribe has either altered or blocked a lot of shots at this point. Probably blocked about half a dozen, got a hand on some, and then making it tough on Stryker players when they get in the paint. Mandy Taylor's done a pretty good job. And I think you can see the goal of the defense when Sage Willis comes into the paint. You said double team there on the last possession. I think she had about 4 girls who were all paying close attention to where she was when she got in there. They're doing a good job of altering shots and making things hard anytime Stryker's got the ball inside.
It's been a good game, 22-22. Going to take a timeout, come back with more after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
I wanted to learn the skills to get ahead in my career. And thanks to Northwest State, I'm well on my way to a great job with a local company.
NSCC is my community's college.
Contact our advising center today or stop by.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters Board of Directors invites you to become Bryan Built.
The Athletic Boosters support our athletic programs in many ways, and that support is made possible through both corporate and patron support.
We are Bryan Built.
When you're looking for that unusual part like a battery for your key fob, or everyday car parts like windshield washing fluid, wipers, motor oil or filters, antifreeze or batteries, don't forget to stop by your local Napa store in Bryan. They have the parts in stock. If you're buying any of these parts from anyone other than Napa in Bryan, you're paying too much. When it comes to diamonds, size does matter, and you'll get a bigger diamond for less every day at Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon. Plus, you won't find a better selection anywhere in Northwest Ohio. Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon. Why do so many people travel to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network. I don't know if we can get a shot of this, what the Lady Bears are doing down here. They're trying to see how many basketballs they can get into the basket and sit there. That's impressive right there.
Yeah, just causing mayhem. What you guys do at halftime tonight? Oh, we stuck about 9 balls in the basket.
There you go.
Fairview's down taking good game shots, and we're down here seeing if we can stick every ball we have inside the hoop.
A little bit of difference there.
I hope Coach Grostein's in the hospital. Nope, he's not. I was hoping he was in the hospitality room. I'm sure they're going to hear about that later.
22-22 here at the half. Want to thank our sponsors bringing you the game. They include All-Star Insurance, Andrews O'Neill and Low, Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Ford Lincoln, Bryan Parks and Rec, Danielle Van Atta Agency, Diamond and Gold Outlet, Eden Farmers Co-op, Fackler Monument, Jason Dietsch Automotive, Laub Auto Parts, Montpelier Athletic Boosters, Newcomer Schaefer, Spangler, Brenner and Rakes, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull, Funeral Home and Crematory, Real Estate Advantage, Starks Plumbing and Heating, Stryker Athletic Boosters, U-Store Storage, Veteran Services of Williams County, and Willis Electric. Thank you to all of our sponsors bringing the game. I'm going to have no voice by the end of these 4 games with all these sponsors.
I was going to say,
good problem to have.
just getting through the sponsors might wear your voice out. That's great.
It's a great problem
support.
to have.
Yeah, huge. That's the best kind.
I always like when the opposing teams are like the teams that don't normally advertise with us come into the Holiday Classic, and you got the Fairview Boosters and the Stryker Boosters and the Montpelier Boosters. I kind of like that. You know, everybody looking out for their kids and getting a great opportunity to get some coverage and.
And I think you've heard it from the coaches, too. The communities appreciate the coverage, but the coaches are always quick to say thank you for the coverage. As a coach, the one thing that you know is how hard your kids work and all the time and effort they put into this, and you want them to get that recognition, no matter what it is. Big, small, whatever it is, you want your kids to be recognized for all their efforts. So I've heard it in every one of the coaches when they've talked to you in their pregame, the appreciation they have of getting some coverage.
All right, 22-22, going to take a timeout. Come back with the second half after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
I'm Tom Turnbull of Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused, celebrating our 100th anniversary, 2022.
It's great working with family. The relationship we have with one another allows us to focus on your family and help guide you through the planning process.
We focus in on your family's needs to make sure that everything is done the way that you and your family want.
Right now, our family wants a Golden Bear victory.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused.
If you want a quality education with transfer opportunities to 4-year schools, Northwest State is your community's college.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
In this game.
Start of the second half of play. Montpelier Stryker all knotted up at 22 on the main stop scoreboard. Panthers will get the ball to start the second half as Sage Willis will bring it up and give it to Laura Leip. Leip back to Willis. Willis top of the key. She'll drive, stop at the foul line, then dish back out. 3-ball in the air for Oberlin. Rattles in and out. Rebound comes right down to Oberlin, though. She has it on the right side, or left side, excuse me. Puts up a shot, no good.
That's not something we've seen out of Eddie Oberlin, is to look for some offense, but she took the three and then got hustled down, got that rebound, and got another shot. We may not see 2 more shots out of her the rest of the night, but aggressive early.
Bum has it now. She'll go down low, working against Oberlin. Now Uribe, nice spin move. Uribe will give back to Bum, top of the key. Now they'll give over to Hillard. Hillard has it. Cross courts it to Uribe. Uribe will drive, spin move, back out. Hillard. Montpelier being very patient. Underneath, Taylor puts up a shot off glass, no good. Rebound tipped around, and it will go out of bounds and stay right here with the Locos. I always ask you this, but real quick, what do these two coaches say at halftime?
Well, I think you coming out 22-22, I think you like what you've been doing defensively on both ends, been very aggressive, and you got to get a little bit more crisp on offense. And apparently Coach Bum talked about, let's be patient in our half court. Let's look to try to get Mandy Taylor a touch. And that was a great lob entry from Uribe. She just couldn't finish.
Montpelier loses the basketball, picks it up, though, and now we're going to get a jump ball called as Laura Leip went in and grabbed it. It'll stay right here. 22-22, 6:45 remaining on the Main Stop scoreboard. Main Stop's open when you need them. You're always near a Main Stop. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. Well, 2 of you can't take it out. That only leaves 3 people to get the ball.
No, it's better than nobody wanted to take it out, I suppose.
Bum has it. Now they'll give to Hillard, who came in after the inbound. Uribe has it. Uribe will give to Bum. They really have slowed things down, working patiently in that offense. It was a track meet early on. Now it's been pretty relaxed.
And that was kind of what Coach Bum talked about. He wanted to get the tempo going, and now they're very happy with this little bit more methodical pace in the half court.
3-ball for Uribe. McGee had it inside the arc, then found Uribe, and she hesitated for just a second and then put it up.
Yeah, her 3rd one of the night.
Now Taylor will disrupt the pass the other way, and it'll go off of Abby Oberlin.
Yeah, she tried to clamp down on Kelsey Bum with that rebound, and that's one of those, I think, probably got a little more risk than anything. No harm, no foul. The officials left it with Montpelier, but that's what Addie Oberlin likes to do. She likes to attack the basketball anytime she's around, catch you off guard.
Bum will bring it up left side. The one change I've seen out of Stryker is they don't have Sage Willis covering the inbound or the travel up the floor. You know what I mean? And I can say it's off of Bum's feet and go to Stryker. I don't know about that. I don't know if he knows what happened.
Well, I think almost identical to the play in the first half.
Yeah.
Sage Willis chased down that loose ball and threw it back off of the player trailing her. And I think it almost caught the official by surprise. He thought it was off of her, and he's like, wow, yeah, she just did that again.
All right, so we're going to get a sub in. Allie Roofer check in. I'm sorry, Hilliard. No, Allie Roofer, that's right. Blue and blue is just confusing me.
Yeah.
My score sheet is so much blue. Lady Panthers with the basketball. Here is Roofer. Roofer will drive and run into Taylor. Now they give it to Ramon. Ramon goes left side. Gabby moves around. Shot is blocked. Rebound comes down. Sage Willis up and in.
So that's about as smooth as it's looked for her in 2 nights.
Yep. Full court pressure for Stryker. Montpelier able to break it up. Now a huge cross court to McGee. Now to Uribe. Uribe will give to Hillard. Hillard back to Uribe. Uribe will drive, put up a shot, count it, and the foul. Uribe puts it up.
Good, strong finish there from the sophomore. Drew the contact, able to shoot through it. Way different player tonight than what we saw last night. Was timid, tried to let the game come to her. Tonight she's being a lot more aggressive and forceful.
Uribe will go to the line for the traditional 3-point play. It is 27-24 in favor of Montpelier now. Uribe has 12 points. So she'll go to the line, shooting 59% from the floor, or from the 3. No good. Willis gets it off of the rebound from Falk and will bring it up. Willis working on Kelsey Bum. Work around a screen. Now to Wickerham. Wickerham will go in, put up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to the Panthers, and a shot up by Emma Folk, and then that one is no good, and coming down with the rebound is Kelsey Bum.
I know she didn't get the hoop to go there, but I think that's something that would help Stryker a lot, is if Lexi Wickerham could find a few more points for the Panthers.
And we got a traveling violation as Bum lifts her foot. I like what the Locos are doing here with keeping Mandy Taylor on the bench for a little bit here. She got those 2 quick fouls early on. She came out, played a couple good minutes, didn't get another one, and she's back on the bench again.
Yeah, it's a sign of a heady player. She was able to come in. I thought she still played really good defense.
Yep.
She was aggressive and solid in that second quarter and never picked up the third. Makes you feel a lot better coming in the second half with 2 rather than that third one.
Folk has the inbound. She's trying to drive, working against Mahan for the Locos. Underneath, double team. They get it back out. 3 ball in the air for Folk is no good. Rebound knocked around. It'll come down to Rethmel for the Panthers. She'll cross court it to Roofer. Now top of the key to Folk. Folk looks to drive. Will dish right side over to Rethmel. Rethmel thinks about going baseline. Does go baseline. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound comes down to Uribe.
I like the idea. Execution not very good on that, but good baseline drive, and she had the lane for the reverse layup. Just not a real good finish.
Bum gives to McGee, who takes 1 from 3, no good. Rebound will come down to Ramon, rather, and they'll have it. Rethmel will bring it down quickly, bounce into the key, then dish out. Now baseline shot, up, no good for Folk. Rebound comes down to Ramon, who puts up a shot, and we're going to get a foul on Uribe, I believe.
Yeah, I hope that was a lot worse sounding than what it really was. She went down pretty hard.
So that'll be Uribe's first, and it really amazes me that she only has 1 as aggressive as she's been playing tonight.
She's been around and altered a lot of shots.
She really has. So that puts Ramon to the line. First one for her is up and good. Gabby Ramon is 54% from the line.
That might be her first point of the tournament.
Yep. Sage Woolis will have a seat.
Yeah, it is.
27-25 with 1 more coming from Stryker. Montpelier leads this by 2 and now by 1. What a game. 3:33 remaining, third quarter.
And I think this is a pretty good position for Coach Varner to be in. A 1-point ball game, you're trailing, but you got a chance to rest Sage Woolis. The kid never stops moving. She's just constant motion all around the floor. So a chance to save some legs for the fourth quarter in a close ball game right now.
Uribe brings the basketball up. She will give to Bum. Bum will shift and go to the left side. Stops, then will hand off to Hillard. Hillard will go underneath to Taylor, gets knocked out of bounds, and it will stay right here as the active hands of Taylor Rethmel knocked that one out.
Montpelier looking for Mandy Taylor in the post again. I think, height-wise it's about the same, but I think she's got a little bit of an advantage down there if she can get the ball on the block.
And stepping in front of it is Rethmel on the inbound pass, and that's just a turnover for the Locos.
Yeah, just a bad pass, and
shot
that's
is
an ill-advised shot.
Yep, Emma Folk took it from just beyond the foul line, not able to make it. Willis will check back in.
She kind of got surprised that she was open as what she was and thought, man, if I'm this open, I should shoot it, but her first thought wasn't shoot it. And you could tell by the way it came out of her hand. She almost surprised herself that she did it.
Hillard has it. Let's see if Stryker puts a little bit of pressure on. Uribe has it over the timeline. Now back to Hillard. Hillard will catch. Will go left side now. Working against Wickerham. Over to Bum. Now to Uribe. Uribe back to Grimm. Grimm feeds it underneath to Taylor. Taylor back out. 3 ball in the air. It's good. Kelsey Bum.
And that's about as good an offense as Montpelier's running 2 nights. About as good an offense as you can run. That inside out. They got it into Taylor. Maybe that's what they've been looking for with that, because, boy, she found the shooter right away. Kelsey Bum, no hesitation, knocked down that 3. Really good offense for the Locos. And then a steal on the other end.
Grimm steals it away. Bum has it now. Working around a screen. All the way down, McGee. No, that's Uribe, so put it up with the right hand, no good. Rebound tipped around. 2 girls hit the floor, and the Panthers will come up with it. Both girls a little slow getting up, but now they are. Montpelier stole it back away. Now Bum with another 3, no good. Lots of action down there on that possession.
The 2 girls hit the floor. Looked like they were having a conversation on the floor about, hey, how'd you get here? I know how I got here. How'd you get here?
Sage Willis will put up a shot. A rebound will go out of bounds. And so It was touched by, well, now they say, who are they giving that to? Stryker. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought too. Yeah, it looked like maybe the Montpelier player was going to try to talk him into it. Just, if you stand here and take the ball, maybe they'll let you have it.
30-26, Montpelier leads, a minute 58 remaining here, third quarter, and they were looking for Sage Willis and didn't get it, and now we're going to get a, is that a jump ball or did he call a foul? They called a foul on number 5, Allie Roofer. Montpelier playing real active defense right now. 30-26, they lead with a minute 55 going here, third quarter. Bum gets it. Willis working against her. Bounce pass to Hilliard. Now to Taylor. Taylor on the move. Underneath now. Shot up by McGee is no good, but McGee will head to the line.
Again, really good ball movement there by Montpelier. I thought their movement without the ball was good, and then they're doing a great job of finding cutters. And Grimm, that time, Grimm's been a spark plug tonight. When she's come in, both ends of the floor, she's making good things happen. The save she had earlier, deflection she had earlier, and that was a nice find with McGee cutting to the basket.
Roofer with the foul. This free throw is brought to you by Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contractor for quality custom homes, renovation projects, and commercial work. Contact us at 419-636-3712. Mira McGee, second foul shot is good. McGee now with 10 on the night. Montpelier's lead is 6. We're going to be a timeout here for Coach Varner, and we're going to take it with a minute 38 remaining. 32-26 Montpelier. Back after this.
I wanted to learn the skills to get ahead in my career, and thanks to Northwest State, I'm well on my way to a great job with a local company.
NSCC is my community's college.
Contact our advising center today or stop by.
When was the last time you had your precious jewelry cleaned? Diamond and Gold Outlet will professionally clean your jewelry, and it won't cost you a dime. Let Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon clean your jewelry today.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters Board of Directors invites you to become Bryan Built.
The Athletic Boosters support our athletic programs in many ways, and that support is made possible through both corporate and patron support.
We are Bryan Built.
Ohio, serving families in the tri-state area since 1924.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network. We got a great game here in the Consolation game with the Image Pro Group Holiday Classic. It is 32-26 in favor of the Locos of Montpelier. Sage Willis will inbound. Now she'll get it back on the handoff and just blow past everybody, bring it up the line. Now she'll drive. Underneath, shot is missed. Rebound comes down to the Locos. Ooh! And Willis hit the deck as she ran into a screen for Taylor. They'll feed it down. McGee baseline. Kick out. Hilliard, 3-ball, no good. Rebound comes down to the Locos, and they try to get it to Taylor, and Gabby Ramon for Stryker steals it away.
Good offensive rebound there by Tatum Grimm. She needs to be aggressive and just take that shot, trying to find her teammate, a little too unselfish. Yeah, bodies have been flying around a little bit. We've had a couple kids hit the floor hard tonight in this game, but Willis is up and fine.
Willis will go left side, put up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to McGee. McGee's immediately double teamed. And whatever Coach Varner talked about at the timeout there has worked. They've really had some pressure. Underneath to Taylor. Taylor, spin move, shot up, and good. Taylor now with 4 on the night. 30 seconds to go. Third quarter rather.
And the difference in this game, 22-22 at the half, and now it's stretched out to an 8-point lead for Montpelier, has been their efficiency on the offensive end. They've been really good in the half court, moving the ball and finding open shooters.
3-ball in the air, and it is good for Abby Oberlin. Oberlin with her first points of the game.
That was a big shot. Stryker needed that one.
Willis hits the deck again on a tight screen.
A huge screen out there from Taylor.
And we're going to get an intentional foul called, I think that's on Roofer. Is that what he called?
I'm not sure what he's going to call.
They called an intentional foul. So that means Montpelier will get free throws, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
I think.
So that'll put Lila Mahan that'll put Mira McGee at the line. I think there was some frustration there maybe after Willis went down hard again from Taylor.
Well, I think Roofer thinks she was trying to rip the ball away from a couple people. The official says she caught him in the face.
First one is missed by McGee.
And you're not going to make the Stryker contingent very happy after Willis took that shot at half court on the screen from Taylor, which was a good legal screen. It was clean.
And both those are missed. Willis is going to sit down, and Ramon will sit down. We're going to see Wickerham back in, and also Emma Folk is back in.
So really out of that entire thing, 1.7 seconds left. If Stryker can hold here, no harm, no foul here for them, as long as they don't give up a cheap one with under 2 seconds left.
And Taylor has it. Bum has it in the air. Good at the buzzer. So Montpelier at the buzzer. That makes it 37-29. Kelsey Bum with a clutch three. Going to take a timeout back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters Board of Directors invites you to become Bryan Built.
The Athletic Boosters support our athletic programs in many ways, and that support is made possible through both corporate and patron support.
We are Bryan Built.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. So if you want to talk to your kids, you got to get it trending. I was just trying to get your attention.
Could have just asked me.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network. A good one here, 37-29. And that quarter was all Montpelier.
It was really good offense right down to that last possession. 1.7 seconds left. Found Kelsey Bum for a three, and she got it off quick and knocked it down.
So Stryker will come the other way, try to get some points back in here. That's going to be a turnover right back to Montpelier as Life was trying to find her.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question where the momentum's sitting right now as we start this fourth quarter. 8-point lead. And kind of having their way with things right now for the Locos because Stryker's going to have to find some answers. The last couple of possessions,
and there it is.
Turnover
Willis
there by
turns
Willis.
It over. Shot up, and Bum will go get the foul, and Willis will go to the line. That was just Sage Willis willing that to happen.
Yep. And I would say what I was about to say was the last two possessions of the quarter there that Stryker got it. But the first couple, I thought Willis really forced a little too much, trying to get something going. But a great job picking the pocket of Kelsey Bum there and getting to the basket and drawing the foul on the sophomore.
That one is up and good for Willis off front iron. So it's now a 7-point lead, 37-30. That's the 14th point for the senior.
And this is what Coach Bum doesn't want to see, is Stryker scoring points without the clock moving.
That one is good as well. 6-point lead. Locos fire it down quickly. And Montpelier getting Stryker doing a ton of defense here. We have a foul, or was that a timeout?
No, it was a travel.
Oh,
you can see McGee drug her foot a little bit. Pressure's turned up a little bit. The intensity's going to be turned up. You're going to have to be calm and handle the ball here if you're a Lady Loco.
Willis gets the inbound pass. She's working against Kelsey Bum. Folk has it now. Folk stops at the foul line, puts a shot in and out. Rebound comes down. Shot is up, and Wickerham's going to go to the line. The question is the foul on Taylor? Which it's on Uribe. That's 2 on her. So now Uribe and Taylor each have 2, as does Hillard.
And I think this is a player for Stryker who needs to step up and be a little more aggressive on the offensive end. Lexi Wickerham has shown some flashes where she can be really good, and she needs to have a big fourth quarter here for the Panthers.
Wickerham's first one is good. The lead now cut to 5 with another one coming. That one is up and good as well. So it's now a 4-point lead. Stay tuned, folks. This is going to get good. 37-33, 7:16 remaining here and Montpelier's in trouble. Got to get it over that timeline. Uribe's does. Uribe has it, runs into a couple of Stryker players, and Stryker has ratcheted up the defensive pressure right now. Uribe dribbles it off her foot. McGee able to pick it up, and in the timeout called by Coach Mike Bum, so we're going to take it with him. 37-33. Montpelier back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Every day.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters Board of Directors invites you to become Bryan Built.
The Athletic Boosters support our athletic programs in many ways, and that support is made possible through both corporate and patron support.
We are Bryan Built.
I wanted to learn the skills to get ahead in my career, and thanks to Northwest State, I'm well on my way to a great job with a local company.
NSCC is my community's college.
Contact our advising center today or stop by.
When it comes to diamonds, size does matter, and you'll get a bigger diamond for less every day at Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon. Plus, you won't find a better selection anywhere in Northwest Ohio. Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon.
But all is resolved, and Kelsey Bum has the basketball off the inbound. They get it over to Uribe. Montpelier leads 37-33. Trying to get it to Taylor. Taylor standing right there on the block with her hand in the air.
And she needs to be careful picking up a foul. You can post with your hips. Right now she's using a little bit of forearm and elbow too.
And we're going to get a 5-second call, and that'll be a turnover as Bum can't find any help.
Yeah, you mentioned it already. The defensive intensity has ratcheted up a lot from the Lady Panthers.
Since that timeout.
Yeah, absolutely. I heard Coach Varner and her assistant imploring their players to pick that intensity up a little bit, and it's starting to show. Just a 4-0 spurt to start the quarter, and they cut the lead in half.
6:34 and counting. Main stop scoreboard shows 37-33. Wickerham with it. Top of the key. She feeds it underneath to Folk. Folk turns, tries to work around the post player, McGee. Now McGee gets the rebound down, and it goes out of bounds and will go to Stryker. Wow.
Well,
McGee just couldn't handle that rebound. Look at this.
Well, Taylor had the rebound, and she just had a whole lot of company with her. And Montpelier would like to think she might have gotten fouled a couple of times, but I think they probably also think if the ball ended up out of bounds, it wasn't because their player threw it there.
Wickerham puts it up, no good with the right hand. Rebound comes down. Sage Willis will launch a three now. Gets it. It's a one-point ball game. 37-36.
Just a lot of effort, a lot of hustle on the defensive end, leading to good things for Stryker right now.
Taylor with it out here. They feed underneath to McGee, who's wide open. No shots.
They're going to call it travel.
They're going to call it travel.
She shuffled her feet when she caught it. Now, I would say we've been seeing a lot of dancing going on tonight, but that one was right in front of the official. Probably because you used one power dribble right there before the finish.
And right in front of our camera.
Great camera work down there.
Stryker bringing it the other way. Reese Creighton with it now. McGee tries to steer, Taylor tries to steal it away and then backs off. She didn't want to get whistled for that foul. Leip with it, will give to Folk. Folk will try to go baseline, put up an off-balance shot. Rebound comes down to Oberlin, who puts it up. Abby Oberlin misses the shot. Rebound comes down to Kelsey Bum, and Coach Bum saying, move, go. And no foul called as Kelsey Bum ran into Sage Willis.
The official was close enough. He was right in the mix of players, so he would have seen it.
Three ball in the air. That is good for Laura Leip, and now it is 39-37 Stryker. And now we're going to get a foul as Folk was trying to come in and get the tie ball, but committed the foul, so that'll be her first, team fifth.
And Coach Varner's going to take that because everything that foul was about is what they've used to get all the way back in this ball game. And we had a 37-29 ball game, a 10-0 run here in the fourth quarter for Stryker, and we've got a whole new game.
We're going to keep an eye on those fouls because Stryker has 5, Montpelier has 3. That may come down at the end if this stays close. Uribe with the basketball for the Locos. She looks to drive, will give back out. Hillard has trouble handling it, but able to pick it up. They'll feed underneath and it goes out of bounds, and it is going to stay with the Locos, I believe.
Right now it feels like offensively Montpelier's in a pretty good position. 4 girls on the floor that you feel good about if the ball's in their hands. They just need to get back into that rhythm they had coming out of the half of being able to run a nice, smooth half-court offense.
And Stryker just steps in front of it, puts it up and in for Wickerham, 41-37. It was the inbound that was the trouble there.
And the turnovers are really starting to pile up for the Locos right now.
And it's stolen away again by Willis. And it might be time for Coach to take another timeout here and refocus his girls.
A lot of time left with 4 minutes, but that's going to go short here quick if Stryker's able to run some offense and eat some clock.
Willis with the basketball. She settles down in between the circles. She'll head to the right and to the left.
You can see Stryker's gotten very deliberate now. Playing with that 4-point lead, they're going to nurse that thing as careful as they can.
Wickerham looks to drive, runs into Taylor, or McGee, Taylor. I don't know how that much bumping it goes on down there and no whistles.
No,
you know what I mean?
I don't understand how, A, it's not a foul, and B, it's not a block shot, but it went out of bounds, but Stryker gets the ball back. I mean, that's not a call, but a lot of times it is. We're just going to let it stay down here because I didn't call the foul.
Yeah.
Awful lot of contact.
There was. Underneath now. And now more contact, and now we're going to call 3 seconds. That was an interesting call.
All of the options.
All the options. That was one I didn't expect.
Out of all the options to call, that was one of them, I guess.
You hardly ever see 3 seconds called anymore.
No. No, not unless it gets to 9 or 10.
May as well want to put the peach baskets back up. We're going to start calling that kind of stuff, right? So Montpelier with it going the other way. Here's Kelsey Bum, puts it in. No good. Rebound comes down to McGee, and immediately 4 Stryker Panthers are all over her. McGee has it. And what are we going to call here? I don't know if we got a timeout or a jump ball. I don't know how it's a jump ball when McGee has it underneath her and the girl's on top.
Yeah, I'm not sure anybody was touching her. A good strong take there by Kelsey Bum. Just not able to finish, but a good offensive rebound by McGee. As soon as that ball went on the floor, she had 2 girls right on top of her. Stryker is they have changed their defensive intensity so much from the early run Montpelier had to start the half.
The rebase to Bum. They get it underneath to Taylor, who puts up an off-balance shot. No good. McGee on the putback. Up and good. 41-39 now, Stryker. 3:28 remaining.
First bucket of the quarter for the Locos, and they needed that really bad. McGee, a little bit of Johnny on the spot right there. Right place, right time.
It was a 12-0 run before that. Underneath. Loose ball. Comes down to Montpelier, or to Stryker. Shot is missed. Rebound will come down to Stryker again, and they're just whipping it around. Shot was missed by Reese Creighton.
And she looked like she thought about that little jumper like I stand over a 5-foot putt and miss it by 6 inches. I felt you could just see it when she shot it. Like, I don't know if I really want to do this, but she was fortunate. Her teammate grabbed the offensive rebound.
Willis has it now with a 2-point lead. She'll drive, put up a shot. No good. Rebound comes down to McGee, and immediately it contested. Montpelier able to get it, and now they're looking to clear it.
And a nice job by McGee dribbling out of trouble there instead of standing and holding the ball and getting tied up. Next alternating possession is going to go back to Stryker, so that's big right now, too, with the arrow with 2.5 minutes left.
Your rebase looks to go baseline. We'll give to McGee, and now back out top of the key. They got Bum on the left side if they use her. Bum does have it now. She'll look to drive. Now cross court to rebase. Now she'll look to move, coming in, put up a miss a shot. And it's stolen away. McGee with the basketball now, and now we're going to get a jump ball again.
I'm going to guarantee the girl on the other side, Addie Oberlin poked that away. Challenged her for that. That's forcing another Montpelier turnover. I would really like to have seen JD Rebase take that 3.
I was just going to say that
tonight, and she's looked really good from out there, and she had separation. You're not going to get the perfect look. The defense is turned up too much right now. You're down. I think that's a good shot. Create an offensive rebound situation, if nothing else. She needs to be a little more aggressive.
Sage Willis with the basketball. Now a tie up here, and Rebase is going to get a foul. Trying to tie it up, but went right around her neck.
Yeah, and that doesn't hurt anything. No. You see Stryker's trying to run that elbow stack to eat some clock. So Montpelier tried to trap the first pass.
Looked like a reversal there in wrestling for a second.
And still only the 4th team foul for Montpelier, so they still got 2 to give before the 1-and-1.
Oh, and there was a backcourt violation there.
I'm not sure what he was going to call that until Coach Bum talked him into it.
I know, he was standing right there too.
But we saw that in the JV game, too. In the Bryan JV game earlier, I think there's a pretty obvious one. We just couldn't talk him into it.
All right, so Kelsey Bummel inbound right here on the near sideline to us. And we'll get it in, and it's nearly knocked away, and now we're going to foul on Lexi Wickerham.
Wow, Montpelier really lucky that ball got there. Wickerham just saw it at the last second, about tipped it away.
And we're going to get a timeout for Coach. And it's going to be a 30-second, but we're going to take it with him anyway. 41-39, Stryker back after this.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Eden Farmers Co-op.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, 41-39. Stryker on top of Montpelier. The main stop scoreboard open when you need them. You're always near a main stop. Don't forget a Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. Minute 57 remaining. Stryker has one foul to give, and then Montpelier will be shooting in the bonus. Montpelier just with 4 fouls. And this has been a great game. A 12-0 run started things off for Stryker in the second half.
And just like that sideline out of bounds, nothing has been easy for Montpelier since about halfway through the third quarter.
Uribes will come in with a hard shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Stryker.
Good contest by Stryker on that shot.
Volk is in there for the rebound, a contested rebound.
And you see what Stryker did as soon as they got possession, worked it up the floor, 2 quick passes, and they got it in their seniors' hands, and Sage Willis is running the show.
Wickerham with it. McGee comes up to defender. Now they bounce pass over to Falk. And Montpelier needs to come in and contest that a little bit.
You got to come up and get a count going every time they've got the ball.
And now we're going to get a foul. McGee will be whistled for the foul. I don't know if they were wanting that foul. I don't know if that was the plan. Coach Bum was.
Well, I think it wasn't originally, but Stryker was just doing a good job of being way more patient than what Montpelier hoped. So he knew he's got to give a couple here, so you got to foul quick.
Yep.
Because these are some precious seconds here that you're giving up. You are down here.
Wickerham has the basketball. They will get it to Sage Willis. She's all the way back towards the line, able to get out of it, though. McGee on her now. Now they're going to come up and pressure, and now McGee's going to get another foul. That'll be her first, actually.
Yeah, the last one went to Hilliard.
So now, next one, we're shooting all the time, either team.
And I just don't think if you're Stryker, you're going to let that much time run off the clock.
And now we're going to get a block foul on McGee. That'll be 2 on her. So now Stryker will head to the line. 50.7 seconds to go. Montpelier trails by 2.
This puts Wickerham there. She's 3 of 4 tonight, made her last 2 earlier in this quarter.
She's a 73% free throw shooter overall coming into the tournament. First one away and good. 3-point lead now for the Panthers. Boy, I tell you what, I thought this was going to be, when Montpelier started taking the control of the game, I thought this was going to be a big Montpelier win, but Stryker got right back in it. And that makes a 4-point lead.
Yeah, big shots there to go 2-possession ball game. Now Montpelier's got to go fast. They can take a 2, which they're going to get.
They find McGee underneath, and now a big foul for Wickerham.
Yeah, you know what? And make them earn them. She was going to have an easy layup, and Wickerham made sure she's going to have to make them both from the free throw line. Good, clean, hard foul at the rim.
Sometimes fouling is your best defense.
Oh, if they're fortunate enough that she doesn't make one or both of these, it's a much better option for them than just giving up that easy layup.
First one is up and no good.
And she's missed 3 in a row now. She shot the 2 after the intentional foul. So she needs this one to get it to a 1-possession ball game, and then I think Montpelier can defend for a couple seconds, but they can't let a lot of time bleed off before they foul.
That one is good. McGee 77% shooting. 3-point Stryker lead. Willis with the basketball. They're just letting the time go off.
Well, they're trying to get the 10-second call, and they've got it stuck in the backcourt.
And a timeout for Coach Varner.
Good timeout there by Coach Varner. Going to have to be full for them.
Yep, 43-40. Going to take a timeout with them. Stryker leads, 34 seconds to play. What a good one.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters Board of Directors invites you to become Bryan Built.
The Athletic Boosters support our athletic programs in many ways, and that support is made possible through both corporate and patron support.
We are Bryan Built.
I wanted to learn the skills to get ahead in my career, and thanks to Northwest State, I'm well on my way to a great job with a local company.
NSCC is my community's college.
Contact our advising center today or stop by.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network, 43-40. What a great basketball game right here. I don't know what the clock did not start. So now we're going to do it again for real. Coach Varner was frustrated at that because they had an easy look inbound. They still have an easy look inbound. Wickerham will bring it up.
Worked out easier that time.
Yep. Willis is double teamed, gets out of it, but then the official nearby made no whistle whatsoever, and the far official came over and called the foul.
Yeah, and I think Montpelier wanted that call. There was a couple of good bumps in there. They wanted to get that foul called. That is frustrating when you're a defensive team and you've got a foul and some seconds are getting erased off the scoreboard and you can't get a foul called.
Willis has 18, looking for 19, and both of them stepped in, so I think they're just going to let the foul shot happen. As they both literally stepped in at the same time.
Yeah, foul shot went. Probably going to just let that ride.
Yep. Next one is good. So it's a 5-point lead, 26.8 seconds. Kelsey Bum running up the floor right now. Gets it over, looking for a shot. Gets a 3-ball in the air. Got it! 2-point ball game, 45-43.
Do whatever you can do. Don't foul Sage Willis, 7 of 8. Wickerham not a whole lot better for the Locos, 5 of 6.
13.4. Wickerham will take a 1-and-1 as it's a 9-team fouls. And now the officials are coming over to have a conversation with the clock.
They're checking the number of the foul.
Oh, okay. 4 on your rebase. And we're going to get a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. And I think we'll just keep this one here and kind of set where we are with things, of what's going to be happening. 45-43, under 30 seconds to play. Montpelier and Stryker are 1 possession away. Stryker leads 45-43. Montpelier has no fouls to give, neither does Stryker. So we're shooting foul shots. The next Montpelier foul, though, will be 2 shots.
Yeah, and you're in a position ball game. None of that matters. Like, you're not worried about that in your strategy. You're worried about what are we doing on a miss. Yep. Right now, Coach Bum's got to tell him, okay, if she misses one of the 2, 13.4 seconds left isn't a whole lot of time. You probably got to be looking for a 3, and you've got a couple of good options. Kelsey Bum has gotten hot here in the second half. She just hit a big 3. She's got 3 threes here in the second half. The coach has got 1 timeout to use if he needs it. If she makes both free throws and gets it to a 4-point game, then I think you got to push fast, try to get a bucket in a timeout so you can set up a press.
45-43. This has been a great game. Everything is advertised.
Really good game for both teams. After the nights they had last night, what a great comeback for both of them to be in a good competitive game where they played so well on both ends.
First one is up and good.
Wickerham has looked really smooth at the line. She missed her first one of the night back in the second quarter, and she's made 6 in a row since then.
Next one is good, so now it's a 4-point lead.
Now you got to attack. Go get a quick 2 and a timeout. Yeah, too much, taking too long.
3, long 3 for Kelsey Bum. Rebound comes down to Stryker, and we're going to get a foul finally. About 2 seconds later than it probably should have been.
Yeah, and I think Montpelier was trying not to foul. The contact was brought on by the swinging elbows of Emma Falk.
So 9/10 of a second, and this one looks like it's going to go to the Stryker Panthers.
Just a great fourth quarter from Stryker. You know, Coach Varner's going to look at this. We talked about what are these guys going to do once they've had this game to look back at for the next matchup on January 19th. There's going to be a lot of film study of that fourth quarter.
Absolutely.
Montpelier came in, really executed well in the third quarter, built themselves an 8-point lead, and then that evaporated in a hurry. So both coaches are going to spend a lot of time looking at that.
48-43, 9/10 of a second here. And that one is good as well. So a 6-point lead, and this will be it. 49-43. And the Stryker Panthers will be third place here in the Holiday Classic. And we will, of course, be bringing you game number 2 and the all-tournament team coming up, Fairview and Bryan. Going to take a timeout, come back with a little bit of post-game, and then right into our next pregame after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters Board of Directors invites you to become Bryan Built.
The Athletic Boosters support our athletic programs in many ways, and that support is made possible through both corporate and patron support.